Hi everybody, glad to see you back again. I appreciate you coming. I wanted to bring you a story that happened a couple of years ago. If you all remember, during the George Floyd trial, there were other things that went on with law enforcement and just unreal, unbelievable things. Do you guys remember the story of Daunte Wright, the young 20-year-old man who was pulled over by police in a 2021 traffic stop near Minneapolis for having an expired tag and for an air freshener hanging from his rearview mirror. Kim Potter was actually the senior officer on the scene. She had another officer who she was training at the time when they pulled over the vehicle. He actually went up to the car and spoke to Daunte. And then during the stop, Daunte jumped into the car and tried to pull off. That's when Kim Potter said that she was going to pull her taser, and she yelled, "Taser, taser, taser," but she didn't pull the taser. And Daunte was unfortunately crossed over when she pulled the incorrect piece of equipment. Could it have been just an accident? Sure, it could have been. But when you've even accidentally crossed somebody over, would you have a smile on your face on your mugshot? I found that to be very offensive back during the day, because a young 20-year-old man who had a child, who had a family that loved him and supported him. Yes, he had some troubles in his life, as most young people trying to find their way through life do have, but it wasn't anything serious enough that he would have to be crossed over tragically in a traffic stop for expired tags and an air freshener on his rearview mirror. Many people around the United States went out and protested the actual crossing over of Daunte Wright, because everyone felt that it was a tragedy. And they were right in the middle of the George Floyd trial when this happened, and it only added salt to the wound. People came from far and wide, and they expressed their unhappiness with the actual fact that this incident had occurred. Meanwhile, Kim Potter was home with her children, and it wasn't up in the air as to whether or not she was going to be charged with a crime at all. And what was even more of a slap in the face was that the police department was at her house sitting guard, saying that they were basically there to make sure that nothing happened at her house or that she was harassed or anything. And they stayed there long enough for her to be able to get out of the house, her and her family, to get out of the house and go someplace else where they felt they would be more safe. They went into hiding. Now, Kim Potter was eventually charged with the crossing over of Daunte Wright, and it was actually in court in 2021. She was convicted of 2 counts of manslaughter for the incident and was sentenced to 2 years in the correctional center. and was released at 4 a.m. on April 24th from that place and allowed to go home after serving only 16 months and out for time served. Under Minnesota law, there is no provision as time off for good behavior. So she had to serve her time. Although she was given 2 years, she only served 16 months. And it seems as though she did stay incarcerated prior to going to trial. So that may also have been counted towards her time. And she is also will be looking at 8 months supervised probation after her release. Daunte's mother, Katie, said that she was dreading Potter's release and is struggling to find peace. She said she suffered a stroke that left her temporarily blurred vision following the stress of Potter's trial and conviction, and that's sad because she had gone through so much. That's sad. In her words, she says, "Some say I should forgive to be at peace, but how can I? I am so angry." She is going to be able to watch her kids have kids and be able to touch them, Katie Wright told CNN. "I am always scared I am going to forget my son's voice. It gave us some sense of peace knowing she would not be able to hold her sons. She has 2. I can't hold my son." And that is a true statement, guys. That is a real true statement. She said Potter's not being able to serve as a police officer again, due in part to her conviction, has given her a sense of peace. She will never be able to hurt anybody as a police officer again, Katie Wright said. That is the only sense of peace we get as a family. Soon after the incident, the Brooklyn Center City Council decided to approve the Daunte Wright and Kobe DeMock Heisler Community Safety and Violence Prevention Resolution, which said the city would create an unarmed department to handle all incidents where the city's residents primarily experiencing medical, mental health, disability-related, or behavioral or social needs. Daunte parents reached a $3.25 million settlement with Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, due to the incident. But as of yet, they are saying that they still have not received any funds from the lawsuit, but they expect it to all be settled sometimes this year. Our hearts go out to the family of Daunte. He had many brothers and sisters. I'm not exactly sure how many it was, but I think there was like 8 of them in total. And they all showed an outpouring of love at his crossing over ceremony. And they all were there to support their mother, which was what she really needed at the time. But I'm sure that that family would never be the same again, ever. Not when you lose someone at such a young age that you love so much and had so much ahead of him in life. He was a father, he was a brother, he was an uncle, and he was well loved by many. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you so much taking out the time to listen to my video and to offer your support. For those who are my current subscribers, thank you as always. Love you guys. I appreciate you so much. And if you are new to the channel, then go on and subscribe. We are like a little family here. I am basically, kind of new, and I'm trying to get some subscribers, my subscriber count up. I only have a little more than 1,100 right now, and I'm taking it 1,000 at a time. I'm trying to get to my next big number, which is going to be 2,000. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me and tap on the notification bell if you want the stories and the updates immediately. Also, tap the like button because that allows it to be put up in the ranks for other people to be able to have access to it, guys. And please leave me a comment in the comment section. I am always open to what you guys feel and the things that you all have on your mind. Let me know what you're thinking and I'll try to get back to you. Much love to all of you and thank you for coming. Smooches now.